Hello and welcome to another week of the weekly support and clarity from Spirit for you. So I wanted to do this a day earlier actually. So I'm filming it on 31st, December 31st, 2023 for today and for the week coming up. Instead of starting them on the Monday, I wanted to start them on the Sunday. So we've got a bit of a celebratory New Year's Eve vibe happening, and I'm able to capture that day in. So I hope whatever you do tonight, that you have a lot of fun, that you do it, with love in your heart, that you are there to enjoy, you're there to share it, either with yourself, with Spirit, or with friends. And you're there to just allow yourself to really, have a bit of fun. Like I said, celebrate what you've been able to work through this year, what you've been able to accomplish, and what you're going into next year as well. So they just told me I've already started. I didn't say my normal thing. So yeah, we're doing this from the 31st. Sunday the 31st, we're doing it to Sunday the 7th of January. And everyone knows that watches this regularly, I work with my guides, I work with Spirit, and that's how all the information comes through, that it's all been channeled, that I don't actually think about what's coming through. I just allow Spirit to talk with me and through me, to share information with you for the upcoming week. So let's keep moving on. They're just saying, it's about really embracing where you are right at this moment, and it's also about embracing the virtues in which you've been using this year to get to this point, because 2023 for quite a lot of people has been a very interesting, and I say interesting, and it's been bloody difficult. It's been a pretty difficult year, and it's been very up and down for a lot of people. But there's been a lot of change, a lot of shift happening, a lot of really good things. And through that, and when I was talking about virtues and they were bringing that through, it's about really allowing yourself to get in touch with some of the virtues that you were using through this year to be able to gain clarity, to be able to get back to, sort of what has helped propel you through this year, what has helped to comfort you, what has helped to nurture and support you through this year. And some of those virtues are letting go. So it's about acceptance. Some of this is about strength and focus and fortitude, about, not letting stuff, sort of hold you down and hold you back. And it's really about confidence as well, going, don't know what's going to happen. It's actually, sometimes you might have said to yourself, it's been pretty messed up, or it is quite messed up at the moment, but I've got the confidence that I know if I just keep persevering, that things are going to work out for me, that things are really gonna flow in my favor. And they're just saying, well, it actually was flowing in your favor, it just didn't look like that at that time. So sometimes it's about your perception as well, and how you're actually perceiving events. And are you perceiving are you walking upstream trying to create something? And they're saying all you need to do is turn around and allow yourself to flow the way the energy's going, flow in the way that the water's going, the way the current's going, and this will actually help it to be a really enjoyable ride. And yes, as you go past, you'll have to let go of things, you'll actually be attaining new things. And they're saying never forget that we've always been by your side, and we've always been here, helping you through this, and helping you to really achieve what you need to, and to be able to support you in that, to support you to attain the things that you need to, support you in releasing the stuff that, is just outdated, doesn't work for you anymore. And it's really about you sort of also asking yourself and really sort of going, okay, well, you know, I was able to create a lot of love through this time. I was able to create a lot of depth, a lot of, you know, get a lot of inspiration to actually be able to see clearly and to have some incredible focus at elements and times throughout this year. They're saying that we've all needed that and we've all had that if we allow ourselves to actually see that clearly. Clarity about clarity. So, but it's as well knowing that as you allow yourself to shift and evolve, and as you allow yourself to really sort of know that, you know, you can either make this very difficult and very hard for yourself, where you're kind of trying to walk upstream, or you can make it easy for yourself by actually flowing with the energy, flowing with the flow. That either way, you're going to get to where you want to get to, but you can either make it, you know, more of an enjoyable process or not so enjoyable. And and at times too, it's about allowing yourself to rest, and it's about allowing yourself to go, I don't know, you know, we don't need to have the answers all the time. And they're saying that quite a lot of people, especially people who are very intuitively, more founded or more sensitive, you do want to know the answers for things all the time. You do want to understand things all the time. And sometimes at that time, you just don't have the ability or all of the information to be able to understand actually what's going on. But down the track, things fall into place. Things really make sense, and things really open up for you in a really beautiful and liberating way. And it's about noticing that, congratulating that within yourself. And it's also about really detoxing, you know, about detoxing some of that sort of the emotional build-up. They're saying not just that's happened this year, but the emotional build-up over the last couple of years with COVID, with the restrictions, with all the craziness that's gone on, with the craziness that's happened within people because of the craziness, and what that's done with people. And so there's been like this accumulated sort of trauma that's occurred over the last few years, and they're saying that it's actually starting to really reduce. Now it's going to reduce if you allow it to reduce, and it's going to reduce into 24 if you are able to recognize really where the beauty is here, and recognize that part of this beauty is actually in having a little bit of knowing that you're not going to quite know the answer all the time. Now I know that is a little bit cryptic, but that's what they're telling me. And also about having the confidence and the knowing that you will know what you need to do at whatever time pops up. And that could be part of what you're actually looking into and where you're actually wanting to go for 24. So they're saying 24 is going to be an interesting time. There's going to be a bit of upheaval in some areas, but there's actually going to be quite a lot of reduction in the upheaval or the purging in other areas. Now, they're not quite going to tell me what that is. I've got a bit of an idea in a few areas, but I don't want to talk about that at the moment because I don't feel 100% like it's going to help you at this moment. But they're saying it's about allowing yourself to look for the spots that are going to uplift you. Look for the sparkles, look for the joy, look for the easy path here as well. And recognize too that you have changed. This is something that a lot of people get caught on. They're telling me is that people are still seeing themselves from 3, 5, sometimes 10 years ago. They're not seeing themselves as the person they are now. And the person they are now is a lot more perceptive, a lot more aware, a lot more experienced and wise, and a lot more clear and focused than they ever have been. And part of that happening, they're telling me, is because they've allowed themselves to purge the things in which are not working for them. They've allowed themselves to get rid of, or to release any of those kind of outdated ways of thinking, of working, of living, of talking, about changing your identity, your personal sort of reality. And as you do this and you allow yourself to open up to, instead of what's not possible, open up to what is possible. And then it's about having fun and playing a bit, because they're saying that it's not that in 24 all the upheaval is going to be gone. There's actually still will be some, but it's really about how you allow, they're saying elect to look at this, and are you going to allow yourself to sort of play with these elements that are popping up for you, or are you going to sort of get stuck on them and stuck on what you did want instead of what you can have? So it's about sort of opening your perception up there, and it's about enjoying yourself in a different way as well. This can be a really powerful time. They're saying it actually goes about a week either side. I've never heard that before, so I'll leave that with you. But it goes for about a week either side, in which there's a really, they're showing me as like this beautiful energy shift that comes up around New Year's. And that week either side it's a really powerful time, that there can be a lot of transformation, there can be a lot of change happen in that time. So if you don't have time tonight, if you're going out partying tonight, if you're going out, you're gonna get loose. Hey, have fun doing it. Be safe, always be safe, and allow yourself to do that. But it doesn't mean that you've missed out on the opportunity here. You've still got another week to do this. They're saying you can do this anytime. It's just that there's particular times in the year that are a little bit more prominent, a little bit more ripe with transformation energetically than other times. And because what we've created, New Year's Eve to be, not in all cultures, I've got to say, just pointing that out to me, but what it's been in quite a lot of the Western cultures, there's an accumulative energy which gets created from that, and that sort of spurts out either side. So you can still do it in the next week after today if you want to, but it's really about about dreaming about what you do really want, not what you don't want, not what you didn't get. Okay, you didn't get that stuff, that's crap. Okay, but what are you really looking for now? What how can you remodel that into something that's really going to work for you? And they're saying keep it simple as well. Even if you write a really big list, and they're talking about shopping lists, don't be afraid to give us a shopping list for what you want to create for next year. And they're saying you can give us weekly lists, daily lists, monthly lists for this. And at the top, say spirit, please connect. I haven't heard it in this way. Please connect with me and help me to create this or something better. And then at the bottom, say, show me how good it can get. And your shopping list is in between. But it's that thing about allowing yourself to really dream, and allow yourself to dream big as well, with what you could have. So this could be more, sort of non-tangible, around emotional things, around situational things. It could be around physical things. It could be around, relationships, workplaces, social, whatever it may be. Allow yourself to have a bit of fun with this. And they're saying, don't be afraid to dream big, and allow us to come in and to really work with you with this, because it gives us incredible joy to be able to connect with you in a way in which we can create more harmonization through yourself on a personal level, that then will ripple out onto a societal, communal, national and global level. and they're saying don't doubt the power that you have within yourself, and about how one person, one woman, one man, one child, one person can really make a massive difference, and the repercussions of that with that. So get clear with your intent. Then they keep talking about 3 categories as well as the year goes on. Try not to overcomplicate things too much. If your shopping list is 20 pages long, great. Now, sort of nut it down to 3 areas in which you'd really like to work on from now. And get quite clear with this. But they're saying if you can, after you've done your big shopping list, is simplify it. What are some of the key ingredients in here that you need? Not on a detailed level. What are some of the core elements and the core foundational details that you are really looking for out of this? And have some fun. Do a ceremony, burn it, put it in the water. Not rubbishing, but you can work out a way. Do some ceremony, have a bit of fun with this, bury it in a tree, plant a tree on top of it, this sort of thing. It's about doing things your way. So remember, whatever you do to have fun, enjoy yourself. It's been really wonderful connecting with you this year. Really look forward to connecting with you next year as well. Got a lot of beautiful things happening. Some new courses coming up. Some new ways of working. Lots of new things coming up for me, and how I can work with you this year. Really excited about this, and how I can connect and share things with you, and how I can help you to stand in your purpose, in your alignment, and to have real clarity around you in the best possible way. So lots of love for tonight. Remember, if you're partying, party safe, and look out for other people. And huge love. See you next year. Okay. Bye-bye.